one segment of our population has endured some of the worst of the coronavirus crisis.
Indeed, and a year after the worldwide pandemic began, Hoosiers living in long-term care facilities can now get what many of them have craved all these months, a hug. Here's Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Corinne Rose.
There she is.
Even though he and his wife live 10 minutes away, Ed Reef is visiting his sister-in-law, Vicki Steckbeck, for the first time in a year.
It's been a while. Heavens, yes.
The pandemic has kept them apart, and Friday was not only the first time they've seen each other, it also marked Vicki's first hug in all this time.
When he came around the corner and you saw him and you got a hug, what was that like?
She's looking good. You know, the last time I saw her, I was hauling her off to an emergency room, and she didn't look too good back then.
Overcome with emotion, Vicki said it's been frustrating only being able to talk on the phone about supplies she's needed or financial issues, so she's hopeful the pandemic continues to ease.
If we could communicate more one-on-one.
Ed agrees, saying with Vicki's low voice and his not-so-great hearing, talking on the phone was a challenge.
It's been difficult, especially since I'm trying to take care of her finances, knowing what she wants. Sometimes trying to figure them out, which I had a real fun time doing because we couldn't communicate back and forth too much, trying to find out what needs to be paid when, what bills are coming out.
He says he'll be visiting more often now that he, his wife, and Vicki have been vaccinated. A Heritage Park administrator says the state health department allowing residents to receive hugs is a welcome milestone.
We've been able to have people come in, but they had to maintain that 6-foot distance and not have that touch. But touch is so important, that therapeutic touch, letting one another know that you love each other.
If you would like to visit and hug a loved one, you should call ahead to schedule an appointment with the care facility. Corinne Rose, Fort Wayne's NBC.
And we wish Ed and Vicki and their family the very best, and we want to say thank you for letting us in today. And Ed told us, by the way, despite being vaccinated, he and his wife are still being very cautious about the coronavirus.